Hey there, thanks for stopping in to watch my video today. We are making supreme nachos with a lot of veggies on it. I guess we could call that Veggie Nacho Supreme. Better name, right? All right, so that's what we're doing today. We're gonna load it up with a lot of good veggies. We're gonna even cook a little bit of them, some of them, just because they taste better when they get a little caramelized and softened. And we're gonna top it off with a little avocado and some sour cream and, a lot of goodies. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm gonna show you how to do it right after this. These nachos are going to take a little bit of prep work because we have a lot of veggies and we need to chop them up small, but it's no big deal. It only takes just a few minutes. So let's go over those ingredients. So let's start off with our basic ingredients here. We've got our corn tortilla chips and I've got some refried beans here. Now, I've got a video for you for that. I'm going to, I'll leave a link in the description for you and you can find that. I have two videos, one where you make them from scratch and the other where you just take a can of beans and you make it taste better. And I show you how to do that. Over here we have enchilada sauce. Again, I have a real quick and easy recipe to make this. It only takes about 10 minutes. So I'd recommend that you try that recipe out. I think you're gonna love it. And here I've just got some grated cheese. Now I'm using Monterey Jack and mild cheddar because it goes so well with this enchilada sauce. Here's our ingredients for sauteing. I've got some finely diced onion, minced garlic, some red bell pepper, zucchini, both yellow and the green, and some jalapeno peppers that are, nice and fine. So when our nachos come out of the oven and they have all the other ingredients I've shown you on them already, they're nice and hot and bubbly and cheese is melted. Okay, so now we're gonna add some of these ingredients. Now we're gonna chop up our tomato and our green onion and I'm gonna sprinkle that over the top. And then we'll add a little bit of cilantro and I'll cube up the avocado and we'll add a little bit of sour cream and we'll drizzle the end product with a little bit of lime juice just to give it a little citrusy finish. We're gonna start off by sauteing our vegetables, but before we start, I wanna mention that you wanna have your enchilada sauce and your beans warmed up. So I've got mine on the stove here, and the beans are hot and the enchilada sauce is still warm. The reason being is that when we put this whole thing together, we're gonna be putting it in the oven under the broiler. So just for a few seconds to melt that cheese and get everything nice and hot. So it won't have time really to heat up these things if they're cold. We'll add a little bit of olive oil to our pan here. I'm gonna start off with the onions because they take the longest to soften up. I'm gonna cook these for about 10 minutes like this. After about 5 minutes of sauteing the onion, I am going to toss in the bell pepper. I want to make sure that softens up. The jalapeno. Now I'm going to put the zucchini because they don't take very long, and the garlic last. After another 5 minutes of cooking this, it's time to add the zucchini and a touch of salt. I'm going to let this go maybe 3 minutes. Now for the last minute, we're going to add our garlic. I'm just going to work that in there and just cook it 1 minute more. The zucchini is softened up and we're just about there. I've been cooking this the whole time over between medium and medium low, just so you know. Now we're ready to get this thing put together in our dish. And I'm letting the vegetables cool a little bit so that I can handle them. So take your chips and place them in your dish. I happen to be using a 10-inch pie plate. You can use, something bigger if you have a big group, or smaller. I don't like to make these too thick with chips, but we'll put, a good amount on there. Something like that. Next comes our sauce. Put the sauce on and we want to drizzle it over all the chips. You want to make sure each chip hopefully gets a little bit of sauce on there. Now we'll move into the beans. And with this, we're going to put little dollops. And we're going to drop little dollops just all around. And now we'll do our vegetables. And boy, they smell incredibly good. So we just want to sprinkle these all over the place so that they're evenly distributed. Place that on there, just the amount that you think looks good. A little bit in every bite. All right, so now we just sprinkle our cheese right over that. That looks good to me. Now I'm going to place this in the broiler just until the cheese melts. All right, the nachos are done. It just took a couple of minutes in the oven. You can see the cheese is melted. Everything looks fabulous. And now we're just going to finish up. We're going to add some tomatoes on top. I'm just going to sprinkle those right on. And the green onion. Look at the color. This is just beautiful. Just beautiful. I like to put a few chunks of the avocado in there. Or if you want to make guacamole, I've got a video for you for that. Now I'm going to do my sour cream. So I'm just going to drop a few little pieces again, just little drops throughout the whole thing. Look at that. This is absolutely gorgeous, guys. You've got to try this. And the last thing is a little bit of cilantro. So I'll just sprinkle that on top. And if you don't like cilantro, of course, you can leave it out. And the lime is optional too, but I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit around it. All right, everybody, that's how you make my Veggie Nacho Supreme. It's really delicious. I hope you'll try it. And if you do, leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think about it. All right, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button right up there, and then you'll be notified and you'll never miss one of my new videos coming out every week. Thanks again for watching, and please share the video if you think that people would enjoy it. I'd love to have you share it. So thanks again, everybody. We'll see you next time.